Society is going to struggle with the exponential age, not just AI. It's going to really struggle to understand what is truth, what is my role, who humans are, and where is this all leading to? Because if you put unlimited energy at a low price, virtually zero, you add AI, robotics, and all of this stuff, you add networks from space outside of sovereign control, which is what's happening. I mean, people don't really understand space is a non-sovereign place of which there is a massive commercialization going on a scale most people don't understand. We've got all of this kind of mega trends going on, and for society itself, I don't know how we can keep up and how we do not draw the ... add quantum computing end of humanity. I cannot get there where we don't have that. Once you put exponential computing power with exponential knowledge, with which self-learns, with zero cost of energy, I mean, humans are pointless. And that's very hard. What we're seeing is the nexus of all of these things. So the faster the compute power, the better the rendering. We've seen that with Unreal Engine 5. You know, there was a video out yesterday. I couldn't tell it wasn't video. We're seeing that with what's coming out of the AI. So the compute power keeps accelerating with Moore's law. Then the use of the compute power gets more efficient by AI, and it makes these digital worlds become easier. And I think I'm having a feeling that the next exponential age bomb is going to be the Apple, because Apple are launching their VR stroke AR glasses. And everyone's like, yeah, well, so what? You know, Facebook have had their...
Been here before, right?
Yeah, but Apple don't do that. It's like, you know, there was a Kindle and then the iPad came out. There was music stuff and then there was the iPod. What have they got that can make this a game changer? And I've been following this story for a while. So somebody told me, I can't remember who the hell it was, told me, oh, by the way, your iPhone pings your local environment like 5 million times a minute. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, it's mapping out your total environment. There's a reason why all the new Macs have like 30% of their GPU is not being used in the chip, processing power, right? There's something coming. So then I started hearing that Apple had basically created a 3D map of the world. Again, don't know how complete it is, but that everything was this 3D contextualization, which was this AR, VR nexus. And, you know, I follow Robert Scoble, and he's been very good in driving this conversation forwards. It feels that Apple is about to change the entire game in metaverse by creating a photo-real 3D personalized map of the world, of your world or other worlds, which can all be strung together. I don't even know what that means yet. If you go back to our earlier conversation about how humans fit into this world, in a digitized world where everything's fragmented into these digital sovereign states, then this is an obvious way forward. So I think the moment nobody's expecting is the metaverse moment, potentially, and it's going to come from Apple and not Facebook. And then we've got the self-driving car moment that probably comes after that. Those are what I can see coming forwards, but you know, I'm still trying to keep up with, because you don't know where it's going to come from, what the next big thing is. But I'm just getting a hunch that it's the Apple thing. My forecast since about March of last year, using my forward-looking indicators, was that the economy bottoms March, April, May. So that would be an ISM survey of hitting about, let's say, 40, which means roughly translated negative 2% GDP. So no great disastrous recession, but it always exposes something, which is the banking system this time around. Now, the market forward saw all of this and it started rallying. Crypto's the most furthest advanced. The outcome of a recession is more cowbell, as I like to say, and the more cowbell is more stimulus. More stimulus means that we've also got an election year, so the probabilities are even higher, and then there's fiscal. So we've probably got a lot of stimulus to come. So 6 months forward, the economy will have troughed. Whether we've got positive GDP growth or not clear, but it'll be on its way back to recovery. But the recovery is going to be slow because these jobs are not coming back. We've got commercial real estate overhang. But the markets are likely to be very strong because of stimulus, which is the key driver, plus the technology adoptions that are going to be everywhere. The worst was behind us. I think October was the low of the markets. I've been positive ever since, and I'm super bullish technology, crypto. Those are the two big things, and bullish endlessly in perpetuity, but really for this cycle, which ends in some time. Remember that ISM cycle that comes every 3.5 years? It would come and give us problems sometime back end of 2025, which is like the same as the Bitcoin halving cycle. It's all the same shit, right? This next 6 months, crypto, very strong. I don't think it's a replay of 2019, which was a longer pullback while global central bank balance sheets shrank for a period of time. I think knowing what's going on in the world and where it's going, we will probably accelerate. So I think it looks more like 2016-15 cycle, which was a big spurt up, which I think we're still in the middle of, then a long sideways correction for 5 months or whatever, and then another explosion higher as you really start to see the central banks kick in. So I'm very, very positive. Crypto, but more importantly, a lot of money went in VC into the space, and there was a lot of people building product. So the next phase of what adoption looks like will come. And I don't know what it is. Could come from anywhere. Could come from gaming, could come from digital ID, could come from brands in the NFT and Web3 space, could come from DeFi, I don't know, but it's coming. So I think that's very interesting. So I'm very bullish on crypto overall. I also think that, I also run an asset management business called Exponential Age Asset Management. I'm just using that exponential age everywhere. What's fascinating is the global hedge fund industry in TradFi is $3 trillion. That's all pension fund money and sovereign wealth fund money and high net worth and RIAs. So I think we're going to see a lot of capital flowing into the space, proper capital, not just retail capital, but sticky, long-term mega capital flows into the space, which is needed. The secondary markets are not liquid, which is why they're so volatile. So I think that's going to be very interesting as well. So crypto, bullish. AI, I'm going to err on the side of MAD, which is it's unforecastable where it'll be in 6 months' time. What I do know is every single person we speak to will be scrambling to try and figure out how to use it, and we don't know how we use it. And I remember very well the 97, 8, 9, 2000 phase in the internet. There was just like millions of businesses launching, of which 99% of them were nothing, because everyone's building on top of ChatGPT-4, and 99% will fail. People are going to have to figure out what is the killer model here. Is it the data set? Is it the UX? Is it the model itself? We don't know. And then we've got to deal with crypto, AI, metaverse, or whatever, the virtual reality. And then, oh my God, then we need to deal with genetic sciences. And then we've got to deal with self-driving cars. We'll have all these balls in the air and we're trying to figure it all out. It's going to be hilarious, because we have no idea.